Forgive me, I'm going to work from my notes here today. The Celtic Canucks latest video, brilliant as always. I really suggest you check it out. And I guess I must have not followed her entire live experiment last time, where I assume from this video, her latest, that she must have been talking about the bit nudge units. However, the Celtic Canuck, she points out something that hadn't quite yet coagulated in my noggin, but it was kind of rattling about in there. That being polling. The math ain't mathing. Now, I'm not even paraphrasing her here. I'm putting this in my own words. Now, while those two think they're liberals and don't somehow yet grasp that the Liberal Party, Trudeau's, well, now Carney's Liberal Party, is not but that of the party of and for the WEF, these liberals think they're liberals, celebrate the inexplicable and meteoric rise of the Liberal Party again in the polls. Now, many folks I've noticed on social media are saying, oh, wait, that math isn't quite mathing. Now, Cece pointed out, again, what hadn't yet coagulated in my brain, and again, my words, but I'm in line with her reasoning, is that the polling and the WEF's bit nudge unit propaganda parrots, the mainstream media, are preparing us through the use of behavioral science to accept a rigged election. In essence, while the polling did show Poilievre and the Conservatives did somehow blow it, and we, the populace, will then accept this bit nudge unit influence. I've shown clearly before in previous videos that the CBC works directly with the World Economic Forum's bit nudge unit in Ottawa. You can research that, or you can go back and see my videos on the matter, whatever. So, the bit nudge unit's influence. After all, events since the World Economic Forum's bit nudge unit arrived in Canada in 2019, just in time for 2020, have shown us a goodly percent of the population are beyond the ability. They lack the cognitive ability to even understand what this nudging compromises of, yet alone resist it. Now we come to the true problem. The rest of us who are aware and understand it, this nudging, the behavioral sciences, the psychological manipulation, we're still at the same time victim to it to some degree. I mean, how can we not be? They've been nudging our psyches and monitoring and modifying these nudges in ways and means and numbers and methods beyond anyone who isn't a sociopath themselves' ability to really grasp. So I suppose the question really is, since evidently placing Carney shows they have a terrifying confidence in that their nudging will place Carney in power ultimately. This guy didn't show up to lose. Have the rest of us been nudged enough to accept it? His seemingly inevitable winning of the election, that is. Okay, so have we been nudged enough to accept it? And if not, what happens then? I mean, probably 50% of the population, unaware that they're nudged, accepting the nudges. A lot of them are going to vote for Carney. The rest will accept it. That being my hypothesis of a rigged election. So at that point, Trump's 51st state option certainly sounds more appealing to some than the ugliness of civil war. Whoa, pitting Canadian against Canadian. Or will we simply go bleating quietly into the dark, dark night of submission to the globalist monsters? I don't know. It's an ugly thing to ponder, I know. But, wow.